Welcome to Daily News Nuggets. This is the news show that brings you the latest headlines that impact the Kid Broker's current and potential future stocks. You can tweet the show at KidBrokers or shoot us an email. It's dnn@kidbrokers.com. But the best way to interact with the show is to chat with us while we are live. At any time, we can pull up the chat room and we can discuss what's on your mind. So, this is the final newscast for Daily News Nuggets in this format, as it is now, the way we present it and what the show is about. Now, the Kid Brokers, they own GameStop, Disney, Activision, Nintendo, WWE, Apple, and AT&T. GameStop is up 3.5%, doing good there. Apple is the best performing of their portfolio, up 19%. Nintendo up 14%. AT&T 5%. Disney's up 1%. Activision's up 9%. Activision just keeps going up, up, and up. And WWE is still failing us. They're down 5% since we bought it. WrestleMania is coming up. We hope that'll help turn that around. But there's full disclosure. There's the Kid Brokers portfolio. Exactly what we're buying, exactly what we're building their college fund with. So at any time you can check that out on their website, kidbrokers.com. We have what their portfolio is. It's right there on the website. You can see at any time. So the GameStop is going to be getting some new Nintendo Switches in Wednesday. So we're starting to see. I saw it on Twitter initially, where people are talking about when Nintendo Switch is going to be back in stock for folks. And GameStop is supposed to be getting units available by next Wednesday, according to My Nintendo News. So if you didn't get a Nintendo Switch, they're going to be coming back in stock. If this is anything like when the Wii was released, you're going to have to watch the trackers online to see when stores get them in stock. Call the stores up, build a relationship with someone at GameStop or Best Buy, something, talk with one of the managers. They're usually pretty open, I found, about letting you know when they're going to come in and what kind of shot you have at getting the console. Where I worked a long time ago, I had a GameStop nearby, and I was able to pick up a couple of Wiis on my lunch break. And so that's you just got to talk with the local people, get an idea when they're coming in, watch the online trackers. You should be able to get a Nintendo Switch, no problem. And as it gets closer to the holidays, though, I think it will become more and more problematic. I remember the long lines waiting in the wee hours of the morning when the Wii came out in the cold and snow to get that system, and a lot of people walked away without the system after waiting that long. So you may have to go, to some ridiculous lengths to get one as it gets closer to the holidays, as the holiday season comes, Christmas. I think they're going to be scarce, and I don't think you'll be getting one very easily come Christmas time. So, what do you do with the Nintendo Switch once you get one? Well, over at eBay, they are selling, and there are a ton of them selling. And quite frankly, it is ridiculous the price that people are getting. I've got eBay pulled up here, and I sorted just the ones that actually sold. So these aren't current ones that are for sale. These are ones that have sold. And the prices that I'm seeing, it's absurd, one, that anyone would buy it for this price. But people are making a good amount of money, it looks like, on the Nintendo Switch. Let me zoom in here a little bit. And we'll go through this and look at some of the prices that we're seeing here. A little too far. On the old Nintendo Switch. I noticed one thing with them is that it seems to be a lot of bundles. A lot of bundles with controllers and things like that that you're getting. But they're going for $800, $900 in these bundles. So you're getting, let's see, look at this one. So it's $300 for the system. Starter bundle $300, game $70, $90. So roughly $500, let's call that $500. They just made $400 off that. Sold for $910. Zelda with a special edition blue and red controller, $870, probably made similar. Breath of the Wild special edition, $900, $860, $850. A lot of Master Edition. They didn't make much off of this because I think the Master Edition was like $100. 3 games Zelda Protective Kit, $850. I mean, these bundles, they are going for $800. Some of the basic bundles that were going for $500-$600. $800 for just the system, it looks like. Possibly 2 systems. I wonder if this is one of those tricky eBay ones where they put 2 systems in there, or you think you're buying 2 systems. 4 games for $790. Not bad. $810. A lot of $800 with a couple of bundles add-ons. Let's move a little bit deeper here. And there are thousands of these. So another bundle, $650, $600, $660. So you're probably coming close to doubling your money, or at least you're gonna pull away with a few $100 if you sell it on eBay. That's one thing to do with it, I guess. But I would be more, if you get your hands on this, you're gonna want to play it, and you're gonna want to play some Zelda. I don't know. Is it worth a couple of $100? Let me know. Shoot us an email. I don't know. It's tempting. If they keep going up, that might be a tempting sell there, and then pick up 2 of them down the road. But that's another way you can make money off of the Nintendo Switch. I think that's a good sign, the prices that they're getting on the secondary markets, of the strength of the Nintendo Switch. We'll see in the future as it gets closer, as summer goes by and we start gearing up for the holidays. I'll be very curious to see if the price goes up. I'll have to do some research and look to see what the price of the Wii was going for. I know the price on them was a little ridiculous on eBay when they were short systems. So we could have another situation like that on our hands. I did see some people bundling them with the classic system to get even more money. That's just another, to see that classic system go for $300, and it's just a tiny little emulator that most likely those games are going to be on the Switch, but people love that little classic. I'll have to look and see what some of Nintendo's sales are on that. Just more revenue for them. These are all the reasons why their stock is up today, 5%. Why it's up, double digits over the last month or so. We're still solidly behind Nintendo as a buy, and I think it's going to stay that way for a good portion of this generation. That's it for this recap of Daily News Nuggets. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We welcome your feedback. Be sure to subscribe so you're the first to get the latest headlines for all the investing news for gamers. Monday, we're going to debut the revamped show. Be sure to tune in for all the latest.